On this episode of Stunt Stories,
Would you rather double for an actor who insists on trying to do stunts themselves, or one who's too scared to even try?
I would rather have the actor that wants to try to do them themselves.
Okay.
Yeah, and I wish I could pick the stunt, the one pick that I know that I'm good at that. I can do that. And yeah, here, just have you try it because you want to do it. Yeah, go for it. It's kind of like on Far and Away when Tom Cruise wanted to do a lot of his own horseback riding. And I don't know, do you guys ride horses at all?
I did when I was little, but
when I was a kid.
Well, a lot of times you're galloping a horse across Montana, across the open plains, and you go down a hill into a crevice to come back up the other side, and there's a little creek right there, but it's dried up. But it's still like the horse sees that, and the horse is like, oh, I got to jump that. Well, if you don't know that, and you're not prepared to either grab onto the saddle horn or lean forward for the jump, you'll fly off the back end, and that's what happened to Tom. And right on his back, knocked the air out of him. I'm like, yeah. I'd be like, hey, you fell off. Get back on. Do it again.
You fell off.
But no, they're like, that's it. No more, Tom. Cory, you get in there.
get stuntman to do it. Welcome back to Stunt Stories. Today we're flipping the script. Cory's in the hot seat for a Would You Rather Stunt Edition. From directors to co-stars to vehicles and explosions, we're about to find out what he really prefers. Segment 1, Directors and Styles. Would you rather do a stunt for Michael Bay, where there's explosions everywhere, or Christopher Nolan, where it's grounded realism and fewer cuts?
Huh. Well, first of all, I think I mentioned to you guys that I don't like explosions. I hate fire because I've been burned. Been around, having done backdraft and all that stuff, and I've had third-degree burns, skin grafts. I know what that's all about. So, but I've never had a more exciting moment than doing a film with Michael Bay.
Right.
It doesn't get any more intense than that. So, what was the question?
Would you rather do a stunt for Michael Bay, or where there's explosions everywhere, or Christopher Nolan, which is grounded realism with fewer cuts?
I can't mix the two together. I can't say.
I mean, you can say whatever you want.
Yeah, no.
I mean, if it's your wish list, son of a bitch.
If it's my wish list, what?
If it's your wish list to have them together, then right? Like,
well, but with Michael Bay, you're kind of combining the two because it is with fewer cuts. Doing an action sequence with, he likes to do things in a big, a lot of multiple cameras, just one master, but with all kinds of coverage, so it's all done in one, and it's over with. So. No, if all my 40 plus years of working with so many directors, there's nobody better than Michael Bay. I would say, bring it. Whatever Michael Bay wants to do,
bring it.
Let's just go do something. Let's go do it. Yeah, it would be Michael Bay.
You heard that, Michael, so come be on the podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll elevate your career.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, man. Would you rather work with the director who micromanages or one who just says, let's figure it out? Do what you do.
Oh, yeah. The micromanage guys just drive me crazy.
Yeah.
And there's many of them.
Yeah.
Many of them. And it's funny because they want your expertise, they want your input, but then they want to kind of control it. Well, can't we do it like this? Well, yeah, if you want it to fail, that's a great idea for failure. Is that what you're shooting for? Well, it doesn't.
Is that what you're shooting?
Yeah, where it's not going to work. So yeah, and they just, there's the micromanage guys, the one like the Ron Howards of the world who are open for suggestions and ideas, and even John Woo, all the movies and action that he's done, John Woo was very open. Tony Scott was very open. He, bless his heart, he passed away, but passed away or committed suicide, that's not the same, right? When you jump off a bridge and kill yourself, you're not really passing away, are you?
I mean, you're still passed away.
I mean, you're passing on to the next life.
I think you're plummeting towards your death. I mean,
yeah, that too.
You did kill yourself.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know why he did that. Doggone it.
That's
I
crazy.
had so much fun working with him.
No note.
Well, I don't know.
Or they didn't release any of that.
No,
probably.
just down in San Pedro, San Pedro, depending on what side of the bridge you're on. He just jumped off the bridge that I filmed on many a time and just died, killed himself. But
so was he on the Pedro or Pedro side?
I think he was right in the middle. So what do you call it? Whatever you want. I don't know. But yeah, what was the question about micromanaging?
Yeah, which
Yeah, but kind of on that, you've worked with both, obviously.
Yeah, so you could compare.
So you could compare. What's the set like when you're on a micromanager set? Is it like, does a day drag? Or you're like dreading? You're like, fuck.
Yeah, it's.
I know I'm going to make this suggestion. He's going to be like, well, yeah, I like that, Cory, but what if we did the complete opposite? Because I think this was better.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm going to fucking punch a guy in the face right now.
It sucks all the fun right out of it, you know. And you're like, what they're oblivious to is sometimes we're not walking in the door myself. There's lots of guys like me who has so much experience, but we're walking in the door not just with these creative ideas. We're walking in the door with creative ideas that we've acquired from other directors, the other Michael Bays of the world, that we know this shit will work if you shoot it this way or do it this way. But they have it in their little boxed in head that they want to do certain things a certain way. And it's like, it's frustrating. And earlier in your career, you just got to kind of roll with it. Now that I'm kind of getting old and cranky, I'm like, stupid idea.
Cory's in the back on a fucking apple box. He finishes talking. You just hear Cory go, stupid.
It's not even a real cigarette. It's the little
Yeah.
candy cigarettes. He's like,
Yeah, ridiculous. Just so dumb. And then they want to know why it wasn't, why didn't it work? Or why wasn't it spectacular?
I don't know. Could have been the 3 other suggestions I gave you.
Yeah. Yeah. That you kicked to the curb. Idiots.
okay. Would you rather do a stunt for a student film with zero budget but full creativity, or a big budget blockbuster with tons of restrictions?
The independent. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, because, just because it's an independent, but you don't know the creative people that you're working with. Just because they don't have any funding behind them, you're working with the next Steven Spielberg for all you know.
Right.
Yeah.
I've seen those guys. You've been around, you go, wow, man, you're freaking creative as hell. And sometimes those creative people are suppressed because they're kind of a threat to some of the other directors and people who have the studio's ear, or they think that they're all that, they're the shit, but they're really, there's other people out there that are so freaking creative, but we just don't know who they are.
Right.
So yeah, I like to engage myself with people like that. And, yeah, so I'd do the independent student. Right. It was a student film you were saying? Or?
Yeah.
Just an independent.
Just a little
Yeah.
zero budget.
Yeah.
Absolutely. In a heartbeat.
They're like, do whatever you want.
Yeah, and I would say, hey, what's your vision? Let's focus on what your vision is. I could help you accomplish that, maybe.
Yep.
For sure. All right, rolling into segment 2: vehicles and action.
Would you rather crash a classic muscle car, or flip a brand new sports car?
Those are my options.
Those are your options.
Two.
Or you can flip a Ford Fiesta.
A Ford Fiesta.
Or armored truck.
I'd stick with the muscle car.
Yeah.
Just because they're safer.
Yeah. The metal on those are a little bit stronger than the sports car, huh?
Yeah, they're safer.
Yeah.
Not much room in those little sports cars. I've been there, done that.
I think I would go classic car too. It'd be, well, I want a General Lee.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, like when you drove the Bumblebee, the old Camaro version.
Oh yeah.
That one was nice.
That was a sick car.
Yes.
Except the scoop was so low. The scoop was so low, and the front tires were so wide that if you really cranked it all the way one way or the other way, it would rub into the fender wells. It was, I'm like, looks good, but doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
Well, God dang.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I can answer this one, but would you rather do a motorcycle chase or a high-speed car chase?
Am I on the motorcycle?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what? Throughout my career, I've learned 2 things. Stay away from handlebars and horns. And I mean bull horns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The horns on a bull that hit me in the head on Pee-wee's Big Adventure and put me in the hospital. And the other major wreck I had was on painted dolls. No, not painted dolls. Blood ties. When I had to jump a CR250 motorcycle with no helmet into a van, separated my shoulder. And that was handlebars on a motorcycle. So yeah, motorcycles Handlebars and horns are the two things I want to stay away from. So I would stay away from the motorcycle chase. Was that the question?
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
fair, yeah.
a
I
great
figured.
answer.
I figured you'd pick the high speed car chase anyways. It'd be like the what was it, Cobra? You're all flying around corners and jumping and stuff.
Cobra was a fun. You know, the thing that was fun about that too is Terry Leonard, the stunt coordinator, didn't say for the whole chase, here's what we're doing, Eubanks. Just every day you showed up and he's like, this is what we're doing today. I'm like, oh, I'm jumping out of that parking structure I didn't know, or going over those bridges on the canals down in Venice, and didn't know, where typically a second unit director will just to tell you everything, the whole chase. And 3 days from now, we're doing that. Well, Michael Bay's the same way though. Everything's kind of a big secret. So you show up, you don't know, what to expect.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's kind of cool though, because it keeps you because it's like you're not expecting what's about to happen kind of thing. So when you do it, and then it's like, whoa, kind of thing.
And the thing I've enjoyed the most about Michael Bay's films too is if he gets ahead of time, get ahead of schedule, he'll start to make up shit. And now let's go do this. Yeah. You're like, oh, didn't think we were doing that today. Okay. He's like, yeah, let's bring it. Let's do it. That makes it fun.
So you'd much rather know day of rather than walk on set and you're like, hey, today this, tomorrow that.
Yeah, I'd rather just find out on the day of what we're doing.
Yeah.
Rather than know. If I had my druthers, I would do that.
Yeah, I like that. Where are we at? Right here. Would you rather jump oh my God. I'll tell you mine. Would you rather jump from a moving train or from a moving helicopter or from a helicopter?
I've done both.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've done both. I'll pass on both. Having been there, having done that, I on Hollywood Beat doubling Jay Acavone for an Aaron Spelling show. This was one of the highlights of my career. I think I told you guys about this too. This is the show that I ended up quitting, and then I got the phone call to go work for the Double Stallone on Cobra. But there was a sequence where I had to myself and a guy named Jerry Spicer down in Long Beach. I'm doubling Jay Acavone. He was doubling Jack Scalia. And we're out in the skids on the helicopter, flying out over the ocean, coming down over a parking lot. And we had to jump out and tackle these two guys. And the guy I was tackling, Bob Miner, he's passed away. He was a phenomenal black stuntman that was an incredible career. I had to tackle him, 6'3", 275-pound man. That
did you just jump on his back and he was like,
oh yeah, no, he knew he knew what my game plan was, and as soon as I left the skids to tackle him, he just kind of spun and flipped me around and used me as a doormat and just frickin' slammed me into the ground in my head, and which I was intending to do to him, to be honest, and it just backfired on me. And I remember though that looking up and as the helicopter banked back across the sky, and I saw Jerry Spicer was still in the helicopter, and I'm like, that son of a bitch was supposed to have jumped as well and tackled his guy. And so he didn't do that. So I knew instantly we're going to have to frickin' do this again, and got up and my head was just ringing. I went and found the medic and I took 3 Advil, and within 15 minutes we're back up in the helicopter going back to number 1, and I'm screaming at Spicer. Yeah, I'm like, you motherfucker, why didn't you fucking jump? Well, it was too much dust. Like, well, I don't give a shit. I'll fucking push you out this time. We were arguing coming in, and
too much dust.
Too much dust.
You're about to fall into the dust, buddy.
and I went too soon too, because I asked the pilot, I said, hey man, that was pretty high. He goes, well, I didn't get down to the level we were supposed to get to. You just jumped prematurely. I go, but I was lined up with Bob, and anyway, so I did that. That sucked. I don't care to ever jump out of a helicopter again and do that. And then on Pee-wee's Big Adventure, I had to jump off of a train, doubling Paul Rubens. I had to run and jump onto it for the show, but then to get off,
just jump back off.
Yeah, I had to jump back off. And we did that 3 or 4 times. And then there was a time on a film up in Utah, I jumped off of a motorcycle going along the tracks and had to jump onto a train off a motorcycle. But having been there and done that, I don't care to do either of those ever again.
Cory's like, asked me 20 years ago, I might pick
Oh, yeah.
one, but
It was. I always wanted to jump from a helicopter onto a moving train, onto the top.
ooh,
You know, where you,
That'd be cool.
yeah. And from the angle where they would shoot it, you could have maybe some little 2-inch pads up on top, so you're not going right onto the hard steel and nobody knows, and you look all heroic and tough.
Yeah.
movie magic.
Movie magic, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this one, I know which one you're gonna pick.
Yeah, we literally
but-
just talked.
Yeah,
Right.
we're just asking. We got a bunch of questions and stuff. So, would you rather be set on fire for 5 seconds, or do 100-foot fall?
I'll just pass on both. How about that? I'll just pass on both of them. Can I get a stunt double to do it for me?
Yeah, get stunt double.
Well,
to
wait a
do
minute.
it.
Now you're saying on fire for 5 seconds?
Just 5 seconds.
Yeah, just 5
a
seconds.
full burn.
You could just say your arm.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like a full burn.
Well, let's just kind of
Okay, let's make it dangerous. It's just the top of your head.
let's just analyze this for a second. Nobody I know has been killed doing a fire burn.
Okay.
13 people I know that I know of have been killed doing high falls. I'll do the fire burn.
Okay.
Fair enough.
100 feet's a long ways too, by the way. I've gone 60 feet.
Well, you heard it here, Michael. He said he'll do his first fire burn with you.
Yeah. Oh, no, I've done fire
No,
burns.
he worked on Backdraft.
Yeah, I've done fire
I
burns,
know,
but I don't like them.
He'll do his first one with Michael.
Yeah, with Michael. You didn't do it with Michael.
Just
Bay.
kidding.
Yeah, we'll do it all CGI.
Yeah, there you go.
Put the little dots on me.
Yeah, looks like I'm on fire. But you
Cory,
know,
run around.
and the thing really about the fire that people don't understand is, and I don't mean any disrespect to anybody in the industry, myself included. It doesn't take any talent to do the fire burn.
It's true.
It's all the guys who are prepping you to
Yeah,
make sure that you've got the right equipment, the right layers, and that there's no seams that are open, exposed, that you're going to get burned, and et cetera, et cetera. It's and then you just walk around like you're I'm on fire, and I don't know that we ever really know what someone would do when they're on fire. The people I've seen from footage over the internet, the people have caught fire and stuff. They don't do those motions running around like
Yeah,
They
like
just
in the
kinda-
movies, they're all like,
Well, they just drop.
They just drop and
yeah.
shrivel up into like. So I mean, it's a little
Yeah.
unrealistic, maybe.
what would you do if you caught fire? Like just
Well,
like
you did catch fire.
I have been on
Well-
fire. Yeah, you drop and roll.
You drop. Yeah.
Drop down, start rolling.
So does that work?
No.
When you were when you're a kid and they're like fire safety comes in. I don't know. You went to school in like the 30s or some shit. But
It was the 30s.
when I went to school, they came in and they were like, "You ever catch on fire? Stop, drop, and roll." And then you had to stop, drop, and roll. I don't think it works.
I don't know.
I've seen videos where they'll stop, drop, and roll, and they're still on
Yeah.
fire as they're
Keep
rolling.
rolling.
Keep rolling to the end of the cliff.
Yeah, roll into the swimming pool.
And then you just see somebody come over with a blanket.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
All right, the 30s joke was.
A little
That was
extreme.
that was
too
rude.
much.
It
Come
was.
on.
It really is a little extreme.
I'm sorry.
No, it was good though. It was good.
Corey's like, he's like, cancel. Call it.
No, anytime you could hurt someone's feelings, I say go for it
It's because it's funny.
because it's funny.
Funny.
Yeah.
Comedy in the 80s.
Oh, it's like who told me that? It was Jim Vickers. He said, "You know what's so great about text messages? You could say anything that you want in a text message, as long as at the end you put LOL.
Yeah.
You fucking piece of shit.
LOL.
LOL. I hate your guts. LOL.
I hope you get dysentery.
LOL. You like looking at it.
I'm like, all right, he's funny.
Yeah.
I'm gonna remember that next time I go to type LOL and be like, am I being rude?
Am I just being a dick right now?
Yeah.
All
Where
right.
are we at? Oh,
On
yeah.
segment 3, people and co-stars.
People and co-stars?
Yeah.
What's that mean?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
So I was thinking about people, probably crew.
Crew members.
Yeah, crew members, and then the fucking assholes you have to stunt double.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Tom Cruises of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know about them.
I almost, when you made the fire joke, I was like, save me, Tom Cruise.
Hell yeah, from
That's from a
Talladega
movie.
Nights.
That's from a movie. Would you rather double for an actor who is in? Oh God! Oh my God!
Uh-oh. You wrote this already.
Would you rather double for an actor who insists on trying to do stunts themselves, or one who's too scared to even try?
I would rather have the actor that wants to try to do it themselves.
Okay.
Yeah. And I wish I could pick the stunt. The one, pick that I know that I'm good at that. I can do that. And yeah, here, let's have you try it because you want to do it. Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
It's kind of like on Far and Away when Tom Cruise wanted to do a lot of his own horseback riding. And I don't know, do you guys ride horses at all?
I did when I was little, but
when I was a kid.
Well, a lot of times you're galloping a horse in Montana across the open plains, and you go down a hill into a crevice to come back up the other side, and there's a little creek right there, but it's dried up. But it's still like the horse sees that, and the horse is like, oh, I got to jump that. Mm-hmm. Well, if you don't know that, and you're not prepared to either grab onto the saddle horn or lean forward for the jump, you'll fly off the back end, and that's what happened to Tom. And right on his back, knocked the air out of him and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I'd be like, hey, you fell off. Get back on. Do it again.
You fell off.
But no, they're like, that's it. No more, Tom. Cory, you get in there and
get stuntman to do it.
And then the one thing, this might sound braggadocious, but it does. I don't care. I was doubling Tom on that movie, riding this horse, and for the beginning of the Oklahoma land rush, we had 600 people on horseback taking off, fired these cannons, and everyone takes off, and I'm weaving through people and weaving through wagons and. Some of them were 4-ups and 6-ups and people on foot, like 200 people on, weaving through this crazy thoroughbred mare that just had like one eye that like looked off into, her crazyville. Just incredibly awesome horse. And I was like trying to really weave my way through. And now we're watching dailies with Ron Howard and Mikhail Solomon, who was the director of photography. And Ron's like, hey, Cory, next time we're going to go back and shoot this stuff. He goes, Tom's character doesn't ride that well. So could you try not to make, you look like you're really riding, like you're an experienced rider. I'm like, Ron, I'm riding to save my life right now. I'm trying to weave through all of these people and not crash. I'm like, I'm not thinking about method riding, or
Method riding.
Right. Your character is, and I'm trying to just survive. But yeah, it was funny because I remember I was so freaking concerned about running people over or the wagons that were crossing in front of me, us getting stuck in the middle and just,
Yeah.
And it was funny too because 5 horses were put down during the making of that film. 5. And at the end of the movie, no animals were hurt during the making of the film. I mean, you know what? That's not a false statement. They weren't hurt.
I mean, yeah, technically
they were killed.
Yeah,
they were murdered. They weren't hurt.
No.
We're gonna get sued.
Yeah, they weren't hurt. They were murdered. They suffered and then they were dead.
Yeah.
How about that?
I'm gonna have to go in and edit all the M word and the D word. Yeah, because you can't say it on YouTube now. It's like you get in trouble for it. You gotta
you got to put a sign up here that says, Cory, don't say these words.
Cory, that's going to be a big sign.
It's a long sign. We have to
long list.
Go to Staples and get one of those big cardboard things and use a little Sharpie.
Cory's like, and then I was.
Can't say
Got
that.
it.
That. Shit.
You know what? I'm not going to tell this story.
Yeah.
It's funny you can cuss and stuff. I think the F word is kind of bad for the first like 15 minutes of the show or whatever, but then like after that they don't really care. But you say like dead or whatever, and they're like, oh, you can't say that, or killed.
I did notice
really?
that. Yeah, like if you say like you can't say like you shot somebody.
You unlifed them?
Unalive.
Yeah, or some people will go like,
Yeah.
they'll just give you a little motion.
So the movie I made, Forced to Kill, I was just forced to
unalive.
Forced to.
Yeah, forced to.
Oh, okay. Would you rather work with an unpredictable animal like a horse or a dog, or a big name diva actor like Tom Cruise?
I think the big name diva actor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a way of kind of, especially now at my age, can I say shit? Is that on the list?
You can say
You
that.
can say shit.
I don't give a shit as far as, they come in and they think they're all that. And I'm like, you know what? Everyone's equal when you're stuck in traffic. How about that?
That's fair.
If you're driving through LA or you're on the 405 freeway or whatever you're going, everyone's in traffic. We're all the same. We're all equal. And that applies to everything. And, in the grocery stores and whatnot, you go in line, you're waiting in line. I don't care how many movies you've been in. We're all equal here. You're in line. You're last in line, by the way.
You're in line.
Yeah, I'm ahead of you. So, but yeah, those people that have that, if you let them get away with it, You just call them out on it. It's like I remember one time I was in the makeup trailer on Killers. I can't say Killers.
It's a movie, right?
It's a movie.
It's a movie.
With Ashton Kutcher and who else was in that Killers?
The blonde lady,
It
right?
was Cameron Diaz, wasn't it?
No,
No,
it was she's a sweetheart too.
She was on oh my gosh. She was on the TV show, right? The doctor.
Yes.
Yeah.
What a sweetheart.
What's her name?
We all hung out, went out to dinner together, and
I could see her face.
I could see her face as well.
I think we can all see her face.
Yeah, what's her name?
Katherine Heigl.
Katherine Heigl.
She's a sweetheart.
Oh my God, yes. Just a doll. Yeah. Just down to earth, just funny and everything, approachable and everything. But on that movie, I think that was the movie that Tom Selleck was on, and I saw him in the makeup trailer. And I remember he was all kind of arrogant and, I'm a big movie star, and I just talking and stuff. He kept looking at me, and I forget what it was. And he went to introduce himself, like to make it clear that you know who you're sitting next to, type of thing. And I'm like, yeah, I remember you. I said, we were shooting a movie of the week out in Hidden Valley, and we had our equipment, Barbara Mandrell movie of the week, and we had some of our equipment on your driveway, and you came down at 7:30 in the morning and started cussing at everybody and wanted to know who the locations manager was, and you started to just ream his ass. And I thought, what a prick. And he just staring at me in the mirror like, I can't believe you're calling me out like this. And it's like, well, that was kind of a bad day for me. And I said, okay, everybody
gets them.
After that, nobody liked Magnum PI.
Yeah. Or Sex in the City.
Wow. Really rethinking 3 Men and a Baby.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't be having that baby.
Not going to watch that ever again.
Yeah, piece of shit.
It's just this thing. You just, gosh darn it, why can't you just treat others as you want them to treat you? And there are some, the Keanu Reeves of the world, there are those that, great human beings and treat everybody great, equal and whatnot. And
did you ever meet Keanu?
no, but I have a lot of friends who have, and all they've done is just praise him.
It's a lot of people, yeah.
Yeah, what was it, The Matrix? He bought everybody like a motorcycle.
All the stunt department
Yeah.
had his assistant very nonchalantly go out and find out. It's like, let's say Dave was one of the stunt guys. He's like, hey, what's your favorite color?
Yeah.
Oh, my favorite color's fuchsia.
Beige.
Periwinkle blue. Oh, Dave, we didn't know that. And then, and then so they went and had all their bikes custom painted to their preference without them knowing.
Yeah.
Just to show there's appreciation,
I love doing that. Like just nonchalantly just talking to somebody and getting that little bit of info out of them. And then you go and you get them like a present and they're like, oh my God.
Yeah. You start to hand it to them and then they reach for it. Just kidding.
It's not for you. It's for Tom Selleck.
Smash it. Smash it. It's for Mustache Man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. That's cool.
So was that the last question?
Oh no. We still got.
Oh
Yeah.
Would you rather do stunts alongside a rookie stunt person still learning or a retired veteran making a comeback?
That's a good question.
See, I feel like you're going to say a young person because you're a teacher. I feel like by nature, you're really good at it.
Wait. May I ask you this? What's the complexity of the stunt? What kind of stunt is it? And how involved am I? And with the success of the stunt being between the two of us, give me an example.
Let's say you set it up. You're
the stunt coordinator.
You're the coordinator, and you're doing simultaneous cannon rolls.
Okay, I wouldn't care either way.
Okay,
I wouldn't care either way.
What would be your swaying decision? What kind of stunt? Would make you really have to think about it?
Something like a high speed head on maneuver where you have to avoid each other.
A near miss.
A near miss or a near hit.
Near hit.
Yeah. There's a lot. I mean, we could sit here for hours and come up with scenarios where it's just like, no, I'd rather have the guy who has the wisdom from the experience. But then there's a lot of times where the naivety of the up and coming stunt guy would be beneficial.
Yeah.
So it would really depend on the stunt. And I'm all about giving the new guy the opportunity to try to do something because all they want to do is listen and try to please the majority of them.
Yeah.
And then there's some of the other veteran guys that would be like, well, we both know this is going to fucking suck. So I'm going to try to do this so that you, like Bob Miner, when I jumped out of the helicopter, he knew it was going to suck for me to hit him and ride him to the ground. So he flipped and used me as a fall pad, which that was my idea to do to him. So really I had it come, and it's karma, right? Is that karma?
Something like that, yeah.
I think it's karma.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a good question. But I love the enthusiasm of working with the younger stunt guys and stunt women as opposed to the older guys who are like trying to cut corners and, well, we don't have to really do this. That way we could, we were doing a movie in San Francisco called Hulk, and we had to come out, and we're running down the street, and the streets in San Francisco, some of them are steep. And as we're running down the street, everyone's supposed to take their own timing and just take a bullet hit and fall to the ground. And Tommy Huff, old veteran stunt guy, older than me, as soon as he came out, they're in action. He took like one step. He's like, oh, got shot. And he fell. and so all the other guys are running halfway down the street, taking the hits so they can get some speed to really show off, right? And that hurts even more because you're going fast and you momentum and hit, but then you got to hike all the way back up the street.
Do it again.
Yeah. And on like take 4 and take 5, Tommy's at the top smoking a cigarette going, you dumb motherfuckers. Yeah. Someone had to get shot at the top.
Yeah.
That's smart.
That's just wisdom.
That is wisdom.
All right, rolling into segment 4, stunt scenarios. Would you rather do a fight scene in pouring rain or in 100-degree desert's heat?
Well, I've done the fight scene in the pouring rain in that Forced to Kill movie.
Yeah.
That I wrote. I wrote that it was pouring rain, but I didn't write what the temperature was supposed to be that night. And it was down in the low 40s, high 30s. It was cold.
Yeah.
And I remember Russell Solberg looking over at me because the rain towers were, it's like a shower, right? Mm-hmm. You could step back 2-3 feet and you're out of the water. And then on action, you step forward 2-3 feet, you're in the water. And so I'm outside the water, just shivering. And I remember Russell looks over at me and he goes, you wrote this. And I'm like, shit, why can't it be a hot summer? So having been there in the cold, I'd take the hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just like another summer day in Texas, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, man.
What would you do, Dave?
I'd fight in the rain.
You would.
Yeah.
You don't mind the cold?
I don't mind it.
At
I don't know. I'm getting skinnier.
At 3 a.m.
So.
And you're shivering.
Yeah. I might.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Do you ever done a cold plunge?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I played sports, Cory.
Okay.
I'm not just some hick.
Okay.
Right, I am just some hick.
Who played sports?
LOL.
Yeah.
LOL.
Would you rather crash through real glass or fake glass that doesn't break right? Which I don't know if that's even possible.
That doesn't break right. What does that mean?
Yeah. Like maybe it does cut you.
Well,
But I
Could
don't
be
know how
like on the, what was it, Payback, when you tried to bust through the window and it didn't break?
yeah. I've gone through when we're going to take a vehicle through or run through glass. I've run through my body through glass. It's tempered glass, and it's real glass, but it's tempered. So when they shatter it, it breaks into hundreds and hundreds of little pieces. But then when you fall on those pieces, you get cut multiple places, but they're not very deep, as opposed to like the glass that's not tempered, like on a mirror. And they used to do back in the day, they had to take these big mirrors. And I did this on Interspace in a convertible doubling Martin Short up in San Francisco. They had a 7-foot or 8-foot long mirror, 5 foot high. And they'll offset the camera off to the side. So when you're driving at the mirror, it looks like you're going right at the camera lens because they're shooting the reflection of you.
Right.
And of course it's a mirror. So your image, excuse me, is reversed. Right. So they know that, well, we're going to have to flop the negative to make it look like even the license plate would be backwards, and you'd be sitting on the right-hand side of the car, not on the left if you're in America. And I'm driving this Mustang doubling Martin Short on interspace, going at this thing at like 45 miles an hour to bust through it. And just before getting the point of no return, you can't stop, I hear over my walkie-talkie, abort, 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 because the mirror started to ripple a little bit from the wind, and they could tell, oh, it's a mirror, and then wham, right through it. I remember when I turned around to come back to number one, there were shards of glass sticking that went through the metal of the hood.
Damn.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that.
Yeah.
And that just like a porcupine, the whole front of the car was glass sticking out of it. I was like, no way. Whoa, I didn't know that. You know, it's like they say in a tornado, and sometimes like little pieces of wood would go through, you know, into a telephone pole or something. It was the same thing with the glass. So the tempered glass is safe, but the other stuff is not. So, and I don't even remember what this question was.
Would you rather crash through real glass or fake glass?
Fake glass.
Yeah, it's going to be fake.
Take the fake.
Fake.
Always take the fake.
Because it's movies. It's fake. It's not even real.
And we'll put the sound effect in that it sounded real.
I keep forgetting what you called it. Where was is it volley?
Volley.
No, where is it? Where you do like you add that sound effect after?
Oh, you're talking about Foley.
Foley.
The Foley artists. Yeah. That'll take stuff, and like if you pick up a glass and set it down, they'll make kink. That set. Yeah. Or if you're walking, if you ever watched those guys and girls, because there's women that do it too. A lot of them are ex-professional dancers because they're so good with their feet, and they'll watch an actor, somebody walking across, getting out of their car on the side of the road and crossing the street and getting onto the gravel and then going up the wood steps and then into the house. And so they have all of those elements that'll simulate that sound on the floor in front of them. And just with 1 foot, they'll make, you get out of the car across the street, you're in the grass. There's a little thing of grass, but it's not grass. It's sound tape, like from a little cassette. Mm-hmm. And they just have a little pile of it, and they'll just sit there. It sounds just like grass.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't grass sound like grass? They're like, no.
That was like when Rick Avery was talking about, he was like, what did that sound like? And he was like, it sounded like you threw a alternator or whatever in a dryer and let it spin for the car that flipped for Dr. Dre.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I think that's cool. Because a lot of, like, I've seen stuff where they'll get the celery and be like whenever you see like when they're breaking their arms or something, you know, and it's just like celery or a piece of wood. Just I think that's cool.
Celery. That's what we are to you.
Celery. But it's called Foley, the Foley artists, which are very, they should have an Academy Award for them because it's a real talent.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like listening to stuff, you have to have that ear of like specific sounds, you know.
And the creativity of it. Yeah. You know, it's like this chair that I'm sitting in right here. If we're doing a scene for a film or TV show, they can give this chair character. Squeaky coils in it, the leather squeaking as you move, or maybe the wood or something, or like when what's his name was sitting over here that time and he kept banging Tommy. You know, yeah. I mean, you could give something character. Just the Foley artist can do that.
Yeah,
right.
That's impressive.
I think it is.
I do too.
Okay, is it my?
It is you.
Oh, would you rather shoot a stunt in one perfect take, or do 10 takes to get the money shot?
Let's dissect this. Are we okay for the stunt? Is it my fault that we have to do it over again, or is it because of camera that we have to do it multiple times?
Let's just say it's like they want you to drift a certain way, and each time it's like it's perfect, but they're like, well, I don't know, maybe we could do it again and see if it's better.
Because of whose fault? You know where I'm going with
this.
I
get what you're saying, but like
I'll do it all day long if I'm getting paid for each take.
Oh yeah, because each time you
get a stunt adjustment.
Because whenever you like go to hit the brakes, that's a stunt adjustment.
If you break traction with your vehicle, either accelerating or turning or stopping, if you're breaking traction, that qualifies it to be a stunt. So if they want to do it over and over and over again, I'm like, do it.
So we'll say it's camera issues.
If it's camera issues, I'll do it until the cows come home. Let's keep going. But if it's hey, we got X amount of dollars to do this, let's do it in one. You know,
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, there were days back in my early days that I would want to show off, get a chance to do it over. But I learned that typically for me, after my third or fourth take, maybe I would get overly confident, or I'd start to try something different, and that's when I would screw up. So if we can get it in the first 1, 2, or 3 takes, let's move on.
Yeah, I don't think I want to do anything 10 times.
Yeah, kind of gets redundant.
Yeah.
No matter what it is.
Isn't that what your job is, though?
Yeah, I mean, fucking every day.
Same thing.
Fucking same thing.
Really?
Yeah.
What if you were a porn star? What would you do?
You'd have a
Feel
hard
sorry
life.
for them ladies.
10 takes? Guys.
Guys,
Can we just do this in one so I can go home?
I'm just trying to get to my wife.
We're just acting, babe. We're just acting.
Yeah.
I promise.
Yeah. This means nothing to me. Or, yeah. You could have cut all this part out, are you?
Not that part.
No, you can't. Anything you want. I'm like, okay, just so we know, whatever we talk about, if there's something you're like, I don't really think that should be in there.
I think people that watch it, they watch podcasts and listen because they love the rawness of it. The like, this is how people talk, you know? And then
Yeah.
it's like some people get in front of a camera and they're all like, oh, yes, oh, I hate Trump, or oh, no, you know, something just to fit in. And
Yeah.
it's like, dude, come on, man. Well, that's not how we are. So
Yeah, you know what? I ain't not going to use good grammar. How about
You
that?
say, yeah.
I don't know how to spoke.
Spoke. It's talk.
Oh,
Sorry.
Spoke.
I don't know how to spoke talk.
Speak? Was it speak?
Speakeasy?
It's so funny. I all the time I'm trying to write stuff, and because I've been writing my whole life, and I'm always asking Sally how to spell something. She's like, babe, how many times? It's THE. I'm like, well, it's easy for you.
Yeah. Sorry, somebody got educated.
Yeah. And then I would always try to say, hey, I've received payment for writing.
Yeah.
So that makes me a professional.
Professional.
Okay. So
I've
I'm a
also had concussions.
yeah. How about can you spell concussion?
CTE.
Can you spell concussion?
I
Dave?
just did.
CTE is how you spell it? I don't know. I'm sorry.
Concussion?
Yeah, that's a hard word.
Yeah, it's
I barely know how to spoke. I can't spell
Yeah.
either.
CONCUSSION.
Now, the inflection on your voice at the end was a question mark. Like,
Yep.
was that
I
right?
know. Yeah.
And you're asking the guy who just asked you how
No,
to spell
I
it. So
wasn't asking you if it was right. I was just
good because I don't
maybe
know.
asking the world if
Yeah, concussion.
Comment down below.
Comment
Yeah.
down below. They're
How to
like,
spell
"These guys are
concussion."
fucking retarded.
You can't spell concussion. No, you just get yourself a Siri.
Yeah.
Siri.
Yeah.
Dave wants to know how to spell concussion.
But you have to use the voice to talk because when you're sitting there trying to text it, you're like, shit. So you just put concussion.
What's
There it
that word when you hit your head real hard?
is. A doozy?
Doozy.
A Molly Whopper.
A molly. I got molly whopped.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Would you rather pull off a stunt that only the crew appreciates as legendary, or one that looks flashy on screen but was just way too easy?
You know what? I think I'd go with the crew because so often the success of the stunt is because of the crew.
Okay.
And they're involved
Right.
Right.
sometimes. And sometimes a lot, very much involved. And I mean, you know, it could be the special effects man, the grips department, the hair and makeup, even though I hate to give them credit for anything. There's sometimes it's everyone's, you know, efforts together and then they pull it off. And I've afterwards gone and given a high five to the hair person or to this wardrobe person and makeup, and because they did such a great job and we all together did this stunt, you know, and effects guy. And probably the only person I've never really given a high five to on the set would be the script supervisor, which that's my sister did for 17 years. and probably the most unappreciated capacity on the set, and there's only one of them. Everybody else has an assistant. Everybody else has somebody else working with them, except for the script supervisor. It's a tough spot to be in.
You see that in the credits because it'll be like assistant director, assistant this, and then script director.
Yeah,
That's it.
script supervisor.
Supervisor, sorry.
Yeah. And
Why is that?
why is it? Because there's only one?
Yeah.
I think because the majority of people don't clearly understand the complexity of their job. So, and if you're not good at your job, it usually is reflected in post-production. because all of the notes from the script supervisor during the shoot go to the editor. And the editor refers to, let's say we did a scene in here and on B camera, we had 4 takes, but the director said, out of those 4 takes we did from B camera, and we might have had 3 cameras, A, B, and C, and B camera, take 3 was the best. And they'll do a circle take with this, And so the script supervisor needs to know, well, okay, that was the director's favorite. That's their circle take. That's the one that they want to say to the editor when it goes back in 6 weeks from now. The editor's trying to edit this together. That's the take from that angle that the director wants to use. But because he picked up the thing with his right hand in the master on camera B on that take, he picked it up with his left because the script supervisor wasn't paying attention. Now editorially, it doesn't match. It's wrong. Or like my sister did a show called Party of 5, and you got people sitting around a table having a 7-page conversation of dialogue, and you need to make sure who's, where they are, and what everyone's motions are as they're eating. Well, no, you picked up that glass on the word, staircase, and you put it down when you said cat, but on the master you didn't. So, and like people are like, what the fuck are you talking about? But in editing,
but it matters.
It all matters for everything to seamlessly cut together. So, and then sometimes those script supervisors, believe it or not, actually have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And they've got nobody while they're shooting. They got to find that little time that you can, and also the majority of the time, the script supervisor is the one that has to give the bad news. That didn't work. That's not going to work. You're looking camera left, and on the other angle, you were looking camera right. So you need to be, and they have to educate the directors that don't know.
Oof.
Yeah, it's kind of a touchy.
It's a hard job.
Unappreciated, hard job. Yeah. And if you're shooting stuff out of continuity, like someone comes walking in the door, or some girl comes walking in the door in her dress, and oh, she looks all beautiful. Her hair's all perfect. And you're like, okay, that 2 scenes prior to this, you were thrown out of a moving vehicle after you were attacked by a Rottweiler. And you're going to come in looking like that?
Yeah.
All just perfectly fine.
Yeah. No blood, no scratches, and your hair is perfect, and your dress is, gorgeous. How about you be bloody and your hair looks like shit, and you're,
there's blood in your hair.
And you're limping. How about that?
Yeah.
So things like that if the script supervisor wasn't there and you're like, oh. And as a director, I've forgotten shit that the script supervisors come up and says, Cory, you do know that guy was shot in the arm, before he came here? I'm like, well, I know that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was testing to see if you knew.
If you were paying attention.
Yeah.
Thank you, Caroline.
Yeah.
I've noticed that in movies that I'll be watching something and they'll be like doing something like this, and all of a sudden the phone's over here.
Yeah.
Or something, or it's down here, and then it flips back, and then they're back up here, and it's like, dude, what how fast are you moving right now?
Yeah.
There's a Henry Cavill. God, what movie was it? Anyways, they're having a fight scene in the bathroom, and
Mission Impossible.
Yeah, and he gets thrown. He gets up and he's coming back to fight the guy, and as he does this, he grows a mustache.
Oh, that could happen.
Where the fuck did that come from?
That could happen.
It's all the testosterone in his body.
He grows a mustache.
Yeah,
It was like a beard, wasn't it?
No, it's just the mustache.
Just a stash?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like
Wow.
it's like
Let me see if I can
it's
find
like
it.
a scene to scene. Like they slow it down. You literally like see where it's cut.
Yeah.
And when he takes that step right there, there's
Mustache.
No mustache.
I remember on No Man's Land, we had to do reshoots with Charlie Sheen, and he had just done that movie Major League and had that funky haircut. And so we had to do the reshoots on No Man's Land. He had to wear a ball cap and his character never wore a ball cap in the whole movie, except for the reshoots. And I forgot, I didn't know that, and I remember because I was there that night, that Brad Pitt worked on No Man's Land as an extra. And I remember in the scene, he inserted a line of dialogue. He was pouring something for someone and got yelled at by Josh McLaughlin, who was the first AD, because as an extra, you're not supposed to say dialogue, because if you say a word of dialogue, you're now qualified to join the Screen Actors Guild, and they didn't want him to do that. And it's funny because I'm like, I remember that night, I remember that guy, but I didn't connect that it was Brad Pitt.
Freaking Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
That's funny. Did you find it?
Yeah, I found it.
Oh, yeah, there's another one too. Chris Evans in the end of Avengers. They went back and they shot the shawarma scene where they're eating, he grew a beard for some role he was doing. So everybody's eating at the table except for him because he's hiding his beard.
Yeah,
He's
he's kind of like sitting like this. And when you see it, like there's a part, it's like shot behind him. So he's like that. So he's
Really?
covering his beard with his hand.
I doubled that dude.
Chris Evans?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
On a movie called Cellular.
Oh, yeah.
I did all the driving for him. And a friend of mine, Oakley Lehman, who used to be Paul Walker's stunt double, was doubling Chris Evans. And we're down at the Santa Monica Pier, and he had to jump off the pier into the ocean. And when Oakley grabbed onto the railing to jump over and twist, it dislocated his shoulder. Just like unscrewed his shoulder out of his rotary cuff. Oh my God. And so then they're like, hey, Cory, we need you to come double Chris. You got a job. I'm like, I'm his driving double. He's too tall for me. I'm too short. No, Oakley's going to the hospital. You got it. I'm like, really? So I had to, do the same thing. And Oakley's like, yeah, here's what happened. I unscrewed my shoulder out of its socket.
Oh,
yeah, painful, huh?
He's like, watch this. And he just starts swinging his arm around.
But what a nice guy. And I got to work with Jason Statham on that movie. Funny. Hanging out afterwards. I'm in between takes, telling jokes and shit. I'm like, dude, you're a funny dude. I didn't know he was going to be a big, huge action star.
I mean, who would have known?
Yeah.
There's one comedian who's like, I'm going to do my impersonation of Jason Statham at a bakery, and they don't have his favorite snack. And he's like, or what? Everybody just does just the sound, and that's it. He's like, thank you.
Chris Evans, nice.
Oh, he was a great guy. Yeah, I don't know about now. People's egos can get out of control, but I don't think he would be that type. Yeah, he seemed like a nice, funny guy, and got along great.
You want to see the video real quick?
Of
Henry Cavill's beard. Just
yeah, let me see that.
From Mission Impossible Fallout, where Henry Cavill goes for his signature move, it suddenly feels like his beard grows. He's so intense and powerful in his performance that you can almost feel it through his facial expressions.
It just got darker.
Yeah, it just looks like it just got like, maybe it's the lighting or something. I don't know, but it just like whenever he did that move, the camera, I don't know, but it just like,
yeah, it's funny because Tom being there, Tom was such a perfectionist. I'm surprised he would even allow that.
Allow it.
He'd be like, no, dude, you got to go shave.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I think
Thomas.
That was it. That was pretty much the end of the Would You Rather. Just the last thing was just like, has there ever been a real life Would You Rather choice you had to make on set?
Wait, say that again. What was the question?
Has there ever been a real life Would You Rather choice that you had to make on set?
You mean like they gave me
They were kind of like, you could do this or you could do this.
No, I don't think there has been.
They've just kind of been like, do this.
It's been you could do whatever you want.
Oh. Yeah.
So so you have full like creativity over it.
Yeah. And there's been a couple of situations like that. Even I can remember one on the last Transformers movie, driving the Bumblebee. And knowing Michael, the way he likes to shoot a lot of stuff, it's just when he sees it, he'll know that, oh yeah, that's what I want. And so I had it in Detroit, and I had to come into a situation where they had ratchets going and explosions and dropping cars and all this stuff. And I knew he just at some point, he wanted to see the Bumblebee come in there to get engaged with all of this chaos going on. And at some point, he was going to transition that into a robot. The Bumblebee would step up, transform, because that's what it's called, Transformers. Did you know that, Dave?
Oh.
See, I knew he was confused.
Oh, it all makes sense now.
It all makes sense. Hence the word transform. And so I would just go in and do stuff. I would throw 180s and do a big, drift the car in circles in the other direction and just give him all these points. He's like, yeah, that's enough. I'll have him transition or transform right there or not. I just keep going. So I was improvising and doing stuff like that. You're like, that was fun.
Yeah.
Because it's not like you need to do exactly this. But we just freestyle it. And at some point I'll know when to get the CGI involved, to change the vehicle into a robot. And that's always been fun.
That's pretty, that sounds pretty cool. I do have one more question. I've been thinking, I don't know. We talked a lot about Dukes. Did you ever get called for the movie, the remake?
Yes.
You didn't take it?
I got called for the movie by a guy named Darren Prescott. who was calling on behalf of Dan Bradley, who was the second unit director. And the request was, could I come down to Warner Brothers to audition, driving the General Lee. Now they didn't use the word audition. They wanted to see how I can slide the vehicle. Can you slide? Dan wants to see if you could slide we got a General Lee. Wants to see if you could, pitch it and do power slides and whatnot. I said, has he ever seen the show? I've worked on the show for 4 years, 5 days a week. Yeah, I can drive the car. And yeah, well, he just needs to see if, you could do the things that he wants you to do. And I said, if it could be done with the vehicle by anybody, I go, there's a handful of us that not only can do it, but have been there and have done it. And I'm one of them. I can do it. Whatever you want to do with that vehicle, if it's physically possible, we've probably already done it. And yes, I can do it. And I wasn't trying to be cocky. I was just like, and where I lived, up in the San Ynez Valley, it's a 2-hour drive down to Burbank. And I remember asking Darren, I said, is this like an audition? He goes, well, kind of. He just wants to see. I said, am I being paid to go do this? He goes, well, no, he just wants to see. I said, then the answer is no.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it.
Well, that's a slap in the face.
It kind of was. I think my ego was a little offended and got in the way. So the best part of the whole story for me is then they got these guys to do the jumps, and the first 2 jumps were complete disasters. They weren't happy with the jumps. And then I got a phone call, hey, can you come and do some jumps for us? And I'm like, no,
sure can.
Not going to do it.
I'm actually really busy.
Yeah, I'm actually busy doing nothing right now.
LOL.
But then, yeah, LOL. But then ironically, I get offered to go and promote the movie Jumping the General Lee for MTV on an MTV special to promote the film, and requested a big fat paycheck to do it. Yeah. And they said, yeah, we want to have you come do it. And I went back to the same exact spot where they jumped the General Lee for the pilot, the first time the General Lee ever jumped. And it was a personal thing for me because I knew that Craig Baxley Sr., who he and I never got along, he accused me of being on the show because of nepotism. And I'm like, your dad's the second unit director and stunt coordinator. So why do you think you're here? For your talent? I'm here because of nepotism, and so are you.
Yeah.
So I knew that I could go back there, and I wanted to just jump further than he did.
Yeah.
And I went back there to the same exact spot, and our buddy Raymond Kahn, who jumps all the time, I was jumping over his personal Roscoe P. Coltrane police car that was the same one that Craig Baxley jumped over in the pilot. And I said, hey, how far did he jump on these? He said, yeah, he went 127 feet. I go, oh, well, that's cute. Cute little jump. So I wanted to go further, so I made sure I out-jumped him by like 20, 30 feet. But the thing that was different is that in that span of time, 25 years or whatever it was, they had built a building
at the end of that road.
Yeah. Directly in my path, which wasn't there when they shot the pilot. I was worried about crashing into the building because sometimes you jump the General Lee, it hits, the brakes go out, or this floorboard comes up and you got the pedal pushed all the way down to the metal and it won't go any further. And sure enough, so we had a stab vehicle, and Marcus Young came out in a stab vehicle, so I crashed into him and not into the building. Yeah. But I got to. So anyway, I turned down the job. I was offered an audition for the Dukes movie, turned down the audition, then was asked to come work on the show to do the jumps. My ego got in the way. I'm like, fuck you guys, no. And then they offered me a lot of money to go jump the General Lee to promote the movie that I never worked on.
Fair enough. It would have been better if you'd have worked on it.
I don't know.
Actually, probably not. Sean William Scott and Johnny Knoxville were not the right.
No, but Sean William Scott is such a cool cat.
Yeah, he's nice.
I worked with him on.
I don't know him, but
on the Lethal Weapon TV show, we worked together. Oh, yeah. Great guy, always a great attitude. Crew loved him. Everybody loved him.
Maybe they were, and it was just a script that was
stupid.
Yeah. Plus, they weren't Bo and Luke.
Okay, they weren't. But I have a question for you guys. If you were going to go make a Dukes of Hazzard movie, would you want to have Kathy Bach or Jessica Simpson play the part?
Oh, Kathy Bach.
Oh, you guys would. You go old school.
Yeah. Oh, she was my first crush.
Yeah.
I've taken her all day.
Not Farrah Fawcett.
I mean,
Yeah, if you had to go on a date back in the day.
wait.
hold on.
No.
What was
Now,
the-
because you're throwing in other people, do I get full reign of who I pick?
No, you guys didn't give me full reign of the questions you asked me.
Well, but you threw in a third person, so now you're saying I could just.
Oh, okay. So so if you had to go out on a date with either Kathy Bach, Farrah Fawcett, or Jessica Simpson
Yeah, in their prime.
at any age, yeah,
In their prime.
in their prime, who would you pick?
Oh my god.
Dave's like, does Jessica have a brother?
Are they?
No.
Tune in next week when we find out.
Yeah. She does have a brother. No.
Yeah.
Speaking of Dukes of Hazzard,
Farrah Fawcett.
Farrah.
God, that's so hard.
Yeah.
Oh.
What a choice.
What would you pick?
Growing up, I had a crush on Farrah Fawcett, and then I met her. I got to meet her.
Hands.
Remember I told you that?
Yeah,
you did.
You remember the name of the movie, or who I was doubling?
No.
Robert Downey Jr.
Oh.
And the movie was.
Yeah.
That's right. Chances are.
Good job, David.
Chances are. Yeah.
But speaking of general lead jumps,
Oh, did you find one?
well, it's the one from the Dukes of Hazzard movie. But I was going to see if you knew who jumped it, who did this part.
No. Oh, that was cabled off. There's nobody in that car. That was on a cable system.
Oh, they just pulled it.
Yeah, it's on a cable, like we did on Starsky and Hutch at the on the movie when it jumps onto the boat.
That's
Oh, yeah.
cable.
That was a cable on a. It was
Oh,
like,
yeah, y'all overshot it. Right? The first one was overshot.
I don't recall.
I thought one missed the boat completely.
It could have. It could have. I don't recall. I just remember at the end of the movie, I got to do the jump down the hill down in San Pedro.
Oh, yeah.
Or San Pedro, depending on where you are.
Depending on where you are.
But that was a lot of fun doing that. 'Cause, you know, it's weird because I just came back from a Dukes convention jumping the General Lee, and then to go like the next week and jump the Gran Torino for Starsky and Hutch. I always thought that was kind of a cool thing.
That's pretty cool.
That's a lot of people's dreams. You
Do
know?
do you like cable jumps or no?
No, because it takes the job away from the stunt performer.
Right, yeah.
And everybody looked at that jump like, "Oh, that would have broke somebody's back." I'm like, we do that all the time. No, your lack of knowledge, you know, it's like you don't know. They don't know. But they don't know that they don't know. It's like, no, we do that all the time. That's not too high. But I think it was.
Oh, that's right. They use. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. On Dukes of Hazzard movie, didn't they use a remote control a lot too?
I don't know. I wasn't there, but
Oh, yeah.
but I know
think
that on
so.
that system they have like a 12-to-1 pulley system, and just on a ratchet, it's a nitrogen ratchet, just yanks it, and it could just. I mean, in a very short distance, that car can get up to like 70 miles an hour. You know, like
Just being pulled.
in 100 feet. Yeah,
That's crazy.
and just send it. You know, but yeah, there was nobody in that car.
Freaking lame.
To me, it is when you could have someone in it. you
Could
know?
have done.
Yeah.
Could have been Cory Eubanks, but you guys were dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Calls back, Warner Brothers. That's it.
That's it.
Is that
that's the end of the Would You Rather. That's
Okay.
it. And I mean, it's been an hour, so that's the podcast. So,
Okay. Well,
but I have on our YouTube, there's a couple of questions. Somebody on the Johnny Martin episode commented, George Fisher is another great stuntman. Any chance to get him on the channel? I've always remembered him as one of the Russian bad guys in The Glimmer Man with Steven Seagal. He had a small part in it. And then they put the emojis.
yeah, George Fisher been around a long time. He great man.
Yeah.
Great man. When I did my very first car hit ever, he was the driver. And when I had to get hit by the car and he ran over my ankle because I didn't do it right, getting off the vehicle, my bad. But yeah, great man. I'm trying to recall, we did a film together that Ben Affleck was directing. I can't remember the name of it. Old period piece, and George Fisher was there playing a part. But yeah, I don't know if I have a way to get a hold of him.
Yeah, I know. Some like they commented that. I'm like, so I commented back. I said, if he's willing to be on, we'd love to have him.
Yeah,
you know. And,
that's all you can say, huh?
yeah, I was like, I don't.
Because I was really hoping that we could, by getting some people on here to help promote their skills and their career and help them get some work, and give them some recognition and show off their stunt reels like we've been doing.
Yeah,
that's we're all about helping others, and I think that's a great way to do it, to show their skills and put their contact number on there and take 20% commission for whatever.
I mean it's cool because a lot of people that come on, they're all like, Cory, you're a legend, and oh my god, I'm so happy to talk to you and stuff. And I'm like, this dude's just chilling in my dining room right now, and y'all are like excited about it. Like, this is cool as hell.
But what you don't know is before that, I text them all kinds of shit to say. I'm texting them and then say this and then say that.
Dude,
yeah, I know, Greg, you were doing a terrible job last time.
Yeah, I remember that. I'm like, Greg, I sent you 2 other text messages. You didn't even
It was funny too because he said that, and then he got a text, and he was like he really looked like,
yeah.
Oh, he's like, I thought
rolling
you really sent
through
me.
it. Yeah, it's but Cory, you're not that tall.
Cory.
And then there was one more that she said, do you know Ray Barrow? Barrow? Barrow?
Ray Barrow.
Ray Barrow. Is he a stunt guy?
I guess.
Can you look him up
Yeah.
on IMDb? Let's see what he looks like. Ray Barrow. Sounds familiar. Ray Barrow.
Ray Forrest Barrow.
Is that
That's what it says.
Ray Forrest Barrow?
Ray Forrest Barrow is known for Talk Radio, Robot Riot, and the Dawn Seeker.
Ray Barrow looks like he'd be Billy Bob Thornton's stunt double.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
he kind of
shit.
does. Yeah.
I don't know that Ray and I know each other, says the guy with 14 concussions. I hope I don't hurt his feelings. He might be, yeah, Cory, we worked together last week. He looks like he's, look at that.
He looks like Freddie Mercury right there.
Is he doing a high fall into a pool? What's he doing?
Looks like a rodeo arena.
Yeah, it looks
He's got
like
bucked off a bull, but
The bull's pissed.
flicked him. Oh, there you go.
Ooh.
Ah, shit. That's something. There's a stunt, man. There's
Wow.
a stunt right there. That's something. That's challenging to do that. I've never done that. I never would. I've heard all the complications of that from Bob Brown, whose son did it on the Fall Guy movie.
Mm-hmm.
That when those helicopters are hovering, they're never like just stationary. They're always fluttering
Right.
a little bit. And when you push away from a helicopter, it's a false push. It'll move a little bit.
Pushes the helicopter, but you stay in the same spot.
Kind of, yeah. From my understanding,
Yeah.
And then the downwash on the. So Bob had a spot for his son when he was doing the fall. They actually it's called a buck. They put a fake helicopter up there, so there was no blade wash to blow down because it screws everything up. But yeah, helicopters are dangerous. They're. Just look at them. It's an upside down lawnmower.
Yeah.
They're not meant to fly. If it can't coast or what do you call it? Glide.
Yeah.
Stay out of it. Says the guy I used to hang glide.
Hell.
Yeah, those were fun days. All right, so who do we got on next week? Anybody?
Nobody right now.
Let's line someone up that'll be fun and exciting. How about some stunt girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should. We need to get some more stunt women on. We've only had Maya as of now.
Yeah. We'll have to get.
Speaking of that, I watched Anchorman 2 the other night.
Oh yeah, he sent me the.
I sent him the video of you. You're all like,
Yeah. Really?
Oh yeah, dude.
Let me
Is it
find.
totally me?
Yeah,
Yo,
it's totally you.
100%
Let me
it's
pull it up real
Fighting
quick.
Kanye?
Yeah, you're standing behind Jim Carrey.
Yeah, it's when they were talking and they were about to start the fight.
And they just kept saying, "Eh,
Hey.
eh."
I just remember looking around. I thought, if someone dropped a bomb right now, they'd kill half the actors in Hollywood. I think Harrison Ford was there that day.
Yeah. There's a lot of fucking people in that scene.
Steve Carell.
A lot of cameos.
Yeah. Will Smith was there.
Wait, was Steve Carell in that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, duh. He's the. He's like,
Yeah.
He's in the whole.
I
Is that a gun
doubled
from the-
him.
he's like-
I won a stunt award doubling him.
Steve Carell.
Yeah. Never
On
met
what?
the man.
On what?
Date night.
Date night. Funny movie.
Oh, yeah. There's me. Look at that. Wow. I look pissed.
Oh, just can you play it?
Oh, God. Carrie.
The incredibly polite Canadian news team.
Wow. That's aggressive, huh?
I like your little smile too.
Did I really smile?
Yeah, play it again. There's a moment.
Look at the haircut.
There's a moment where you try like right there,
Right there. Ah.
right there. You're like trying to stay serious. I'm trying to fucking stay serious.
You know what's so funny though?
It's Jim Carrey like talking in front, saying all that stuff, dude. I'd have been like,
Canadian news team.
Gosh, that's some good acting right there. Isn't it?
great.
Isn't that something? Wow. That was in Atlanta. Who else was there? Vince Vaughn.
There was Vince
Ferrell.
Vaughn, Will Ferrell, John C. Reilly, Will Smith, Kanye West, Sacha Baron Cohen.
Wow. And the movie was a bomb.
Yeah, but you know what's funny? Watching that now, what all the stuff they were joking about at that time, it was like, oh, haha, that's funny. And then you look at the news and stuff now, and it's like, oh, that's
happening.
what's happening now.
Is it really?
Yeah, like,
I never saw the film, so I don't know.
oh, dude, you got to watch it.
So
It's
it bombed, but it's like a cult classic now.
It's just
Is it really?
It's like a typical Will Ferrell movie where it's like, oh, it sucked, but then you like 10 years from the movie, you're like, hey, you want to watch Anchorman 2? And it's like, yeah, let's watch it.
Yeah, let's get stoned and watch it.
yeah.
Well, it's like I just did a film with Will Ferrell and Zac Efron, and I've never met Will.
Really?
Yeah, maybe he needs to be on set, and I can meet him.
Yeah, that's
But he was on set there, and I never met him. But I don't know.
I like Will Ferrell a little bit, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, he's kind of like too funny.
Yes.
You know, it's
Too
like,
much.
yes.
Yeah.
It's one of those where it's like, okay, dial it back a little bit, bud. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, he
But
was.
like it's like when I first met Jim Carrey on Earth Girls Are Easy with Damon Williams.
Damon Wayans.
Damon
Wayans.
Wayans.
Junior.
Who's not a very nice man. When I worked with him on Starsky, on Lethal Weapon, he was
Really?
not. No, he was just rude to everybody, the crew,
That
everyone.
sucks.
Yeah. But anyway, I met Jim Carrey and on Earth Girls Are Easy, and I thought to myself, this knucklehead's never going to make it in this industry. What a weirdo. Come on, you're so over the top, dude. You need to calm it down. And look, boy, was I wrong.
He got kicked out of a party.
Recently?
No. When he was first starting out, he was trying to get on. He was trying to get an audition, and something happened, and he didn't make it to the audition or whatever. So he poses as a waiter at this guy's house. They're having a dinner party, and in the middle of this fucking dinner party, he just throws the tray away and goes into this fucking whole bit.
This is his monologue. I can act. Here I am.
He gets them. I mean, he gets people laughing and stuff like that. And the guy was like, "That was great, kid. Now get the fuck out of my house."
Really?
Yeah. So, like,
Sorry, Mr. Spielberg.
yeah. Sorry, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, that's crazy. And then he landed. You know, they didn't cast him on Saturday Night Live, so then he went over to In Living Color.
Oh.
And it was like, In Living Color was probably better than Saturday Night Live for like 4 or 5 year stretch. If you go back and watch that time period, In Living Color was below. It was so
Really?
much. Oh, it was so much fun.
Have you seen Jim Carrey imitate like Clint Eastwood
Yes.
or James Dean?
Yeah, he does them all like in a row.
Yeah. You're like, his face transforms
Yeah.
into just this. You're like,
How?
how do you do
He
that?
was the reason why I wanted to like become that funny guy growing up, you know, because of all the movies, you know, he's always like the Grinch, how he's like he like gets
Yeah.
real like punched up, but his face is scrunched, you know, or like Ace Ventura, he's like rah, like I love that whole facial expression thing, you know. If you can make somebody laugh just by looking at them,
Yeah.
I think you're like a good person.
I just worked on a Lioness show and with Cody Banta, and Cody Banta's dad, Pat Banta, was Jim Carrey's stunt double through his whole career. And through Me, Myself, and Irene, we were working on that, and he had to do this flip down a hill backwards and just wrenched his neck. I mean, he physically pounded the ground with his body, doubling Jim Carrey for years, and it's caught up to him. He's in a lot of pain right now as an older man. But yeah, we were talking about the days with his dad doubling Jim Carrey and all the crazy stunts that he had to do doubling him. But yeah, Me, Myself, and Irene, and I was driving a car, and Jim Carrey was in the passenger seat with me, and I'm driving on a monitor system. Supposed to be driving it for him, so he could do whatever he wanted to do in the vehicle, and I had control of it. But I'm going through a monitor, and the monitor had a fisheye lens on it. So everything you see is like really far away, but not really. It's like right in front of you and stuff. But and he kept like looking down at me and looking down. He's like, finally we like lock eyes, and I look at him and I go, Earth girls are easy. He goes, that's what it was. That's what Cory, right? Jim, right? Yeah, he could. Yeah, because he was trying to figure out where do we know each other from.
I fucking know this guy.
And then we did another show together, which was a TV show, and I had to drive a car. You pulled up a shot of me in it, and I in a red vehicle, and I get out, and I said something or something. I forget the name of the show, and Jim Carrey was like one of the stars in that segment or of that TV show. And we saw each other again. And anyway, nice man. I feel bad for what I was thinking. I never said it to him about him never making it in Hollywood.
But he made it.
But he made it.
So you don't have to feel bad.
It was you thanking it is what made him thanking it.
It's just like when I first met Tim Burton on Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Oh, you were like, this guy's.
This knucklehead's not going to make it. What a
nutter.
What a weirdo.
Yeah, then there we are working together on Mars Attacks, and I'm like, Tim, you don't know this, but when I first met you, and
I thought this guy should be in an insane
I
asylum.
thought you were weird.
yeah, I said, there's no way you're going to make it in Hollywood.
You got to be nice to Tim. They're gonna they're making another Batman with him.
Are they really?
Yeah. So be on it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, isn't Alan Richardson supposed to be the new Batman?
Yeah, I think
The guy that played Reacher.
and I also think they're gonna bring back Clooney.
Really, George Clooney?
Yeah.
What is he going to come with his bat card?
He's gonna be Batman's dad.
You know I've doubled him.
Clooney, yeah, on Ocean's 11.
Yeah,
Yeah, he hurt himself.
Because he
Punched him in the face.
he punched himself in the eye.
Yeah.
No, you
did.
punched him in the face.
Yeah, that's what everybody thought.
Well, you were
Hollywood.
doubling him.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
technically.
Well, was I doubling him or was he just doing my dialogue for me?
Ooh.
Was he? Is that what
He was doubling you.
Yeah, he was doing my dialogue for me.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I had fun on this episode of Stunt Stories, guys. Thank you. We should do some more stuff like this.
Yeah, we need to do some more solo episodes, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure the people miss us.
I do. I mean that. Yeah, I think you're right. They do. I want to have you guys involved more,
Yeah.
even when we have guests on.
That's why that's why I invested in this camera switcher, so that way it can actually they
Yeah.
can see us, and it'd just be like,
And here's the other thing I've learned some of the stunt guys and stunt girls is some of the stories that they tell. I've already heard from them, so they don't get so enthusiastic about it, and they might not want to try to be braggadocious or elaborate maybe.
Yeah.
And if you guys ask them, and I just kind of sit here all quiet and shit, they might just go off on it, and I can catch them.
Yeah.
I said, that never happened. You just made that part up. They made that part
You're
up,
lying.
Dave.
He's a
that,
liar.
Yeah.
he's a phony.
Yeah.
Or she.
Or
Who
she.
this? Yeah. Who this person?
So, want me to wrap it up, or do you guys want to wrap it up?
We'll wrap it up.
We're
Let's see what you
wrapping
say.
it up?
Yeah.
We'll wrap it because we did the intro.
Or we did do the intro.
I technically did the intro, so you got to end it.
Yeah, Dave, go for
Oh.
it. Do it. Do it.
All right.
Do it, Dave. Do it. Do it.
Thanks, everybody, for coming back to another episode of Stunt Stories. We had Cory Eubanks on today. He was a beautiful guest. And we will see you next time.
Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and comment down below your favorite part of the episode. We'll see you guys next week.
That was so professional.
Thank you.
That was good.